You guys, welcome back to the channel, and I have to ask you guys, what is happening in these major cities? What is the common root of the problem? What is the commonality of Portland, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco? What do all these places have in common? I mean, for starters, they're all ran by, liberals. All these cities are liberal ran. All these cities have put forth major efforts in defund police and not being tough on crime, which, if you would have guessed, would, motivate people to commit more crimes knowing that they're not going to get in trouble. Take, for instance, California Penal Code 459.5. This code many of you already heard of. This particular code allows shoplifters to steal things that are $995 or less, as long as they do it during business hours of the establishment. That's why we're seeing video after video, time and time again, of people stealing stuff, and it's only getting worse. Hell, it's getting so bad. It's getting so bad that they are actually grouping up now to rob one particular location at a time, one very expensive location at a time. Which leads us into today's story, you guys. Mob of almost 50 steal up to $100,000 of merchandise from LA Nordstrom during broad daylight robbery. Well, they got the broad daylight during business hours penal code, part of it, right? But the one thing they did is they overshot what they're allowed to steal. About $1,005 a piece, if I did the math correctly, somewhere around there. Do you guys remember the time they used to put people into jail for many years for armed robbery? Well, it's pretty much welcome nowadays in these liberal cities. I hope you guys enjoy what you voted for. But you see, this is what happens when you start basically incentivizing people to steal things. $995, let's say they did this correctly, they would be all scot-free. They wouldn't even try to pursue this. And probably like you, I'm getting pretty tired of people using race as a reasoning behind this. I don't think it is race. I've seen plenty of examples of every race, of both genders, doing great. It has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with culture. And when you start decriminalizing things, it's going to rapidly shift the culture. Most people tend to be opportunistic. They try to look for the easy way out. They try to find the little loopholes they can get away with. That's what most people do. It's just reality. And there's a whole nother topic about this whole cultural, racial thing that we can go into, but that's not what today's video is about. But I do want to make it clear, it is definitely not just blacks, whites, or Latinos doing anything specifically. Humans just suck sometimes, especially if you let them off their leash. Humans just suck. We need laws, we need rules, we need stability. But let's get into this story specifically. A mob of crooks stole tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise from a Los Angeles Nordstrom during a wild smash and grab style raid that included the thieves attacking security guards with pepper spray. The crowd of nearly 50 people dressed in hoods and masks descended onto the luxury clothing store in the Topanga Mall at about 4 p.m. on Saturday and snatched pricey bags and clothing before hightailing it to the exits, according to police. The incident was just the latest brazen robbery attempt at the clothing store in the city. Footage from the scene showed the chaos within the store as the thieves darted between aisles and smashed display cases. The crooks then knocked over shelves and mannequins before frantically grabbing whatever they could carry while the store employees looked on helplessly. And this is exactly what I mean. Do you wonder why places like Walmart have shut down most of their stores in cities like in Portland, Oregon, and Chicago, Illinois? You want to know why? It's because of this kind of stuff. It has gotten to a point where it's not just one person running in, stealing a bunch of things and running out.
Hey. We have this person that is taking everything from the counter. Yes, please. Can you send it back? Can you send it right away, please?
It is groups of people. It is mobs of people who are doing this collectively. Then you have these Democratic representatives blaming racism on the reasonings on why Walmart would leave Chicago. Not their own policies, not defunding police. No, it's none of those things. No. These companies are leaving because of some racial reason. No, they don't want millions, if not billions of dollars stolen from their company every single year. And from what I can tell, places like in San Francisco, there are a lot of stores that are leaving San Francisco. There are a lot of businesses that are just up and leaving. They don't want anything to do with those places if they're just going to be robbed all the time. How can you possibly operate a business knowing that it can be just robbed at any time and nothing will be done about it? At least one guard was doused with bear spray, which causes violent eye and respiratory irritation in humans. The guard was treated by paramedics. 2 criminals, it's just property taken. The Los Angeles Police Department said in a statement, "To those who live in the area and patronize the Topanga Mall, it is a loss of feeling safe. The LAPD will exhaust all efforts to bring those responsible into custody and seek criminal prosecution." Police added that they already had leads in their investigation. Saturday's robbery was only the most recent of its kind to rock Los Los Angeles. You know what? Since I started recording this video, I'm sure some places have been robbed a dozen times over. That's how bad it is there. I have literally zero doubts about that. But you guys, I do happen to have a few suggestions that might help you guys out a little bit. Number one, start voting every one of these people who are representing you out of office. That is the first thing you need to do. As soon as you can, vote them out. Get them the hell out of there. They are doing nothing but blaming everyone else for their problems but themselves. Their policies, their laws, everything they're doing is disgusting. It is the reason why you are afraid to walk outside at night. It is the reason why you're afraid to even go out in general. Hell, you can't even park your car on the side of the road anymore without somebody pulling up, breaking out your windows, and stealing all your shit out of your car. And then people will come up with like weird copiums like, hey, maybe you shouldn't leave things in your car. Hey, maybe you shouldn't steal shit from people. I shouldn't be the person being blamed for being a victim of a fucking robbery. Like, that makes no sense. It's like if someone walks in my house and beats the shit out of me because I left the door unlocked, that's somehow my fault? We are talking about the left here. We are talking about Democrats here who always like to say, don't victim blame. Don't do any of that kind of shit, except when it comes to this. The hypocrisies of the far left are mind-boggling to me. I just cannot wrap my brain around it. I really can't. Number two, start defending yourselves. I don't know which liberal hellscape you're living in, but whatever the gun laws are in your place, you need to find out what your laws are and what means it takes for you to defend yourself, what you can and cannot do. But the third suggestion I have for you is get the hell out of there. That's simple. Get out of these liberal city hellscapes, find a better place. You know, a place that'll treat you like an actual human being. You know, that'd be nice. But most importantly, if you do decide to leave, whatever you do not bring the crap that rotted the city you're leaving from to wherever it is you are going. Leave that ideology behind, learn to adjust, learn to adapt. And listen, I promise you, it's better over here. I promise. I mean, look at me. Does it look like I would lie to you? Is any place perfect? No, absolutely not. But if you have the means of getting out, then you guys need to get out. But of course, you guys, I want to know what you're thinking, so leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget to like or dislike the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.